Hi guys, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elevated TV Radio. My name is Daffy Matthew. So you love to call me the Elevated One of Sports. Another lovely day to talk sports with excitement and to add every other conversation within it and just have fun. Wow. So first off, let me say how was your night? We have only one person here, but it doesn't change anything. Like I always say, treat the one person like you're treating the entire congregation. Yeah, you're treating the entire multitude. That's the mantra that I got when I first started in radio some couple of years ago. But exactly it's almost 20 years ago. Wow, I've been in this for long ago. 20 years. I'm 45. So let's say practically I started this thing when I was 25. Damn. Oh, all right. Let's get back into it. Some updates. So, Mrs. Edafi, I've said that cutting my hair is a no-no. That this marriage, will suffer the penalty if I cut my hair. But I've given you guys my word that if the Super Eagles wins the AFCON, I will cut my hair. Right? That's the deal. My Apollonia Nicosia, Emmy Scott, I brought me clipper already, and also brought me what's that thing called? Apron. Brought me apron. So the man, the boy, it's not a man, it's a boy. The boy is already ready to take my hair. I don't know whether I want to go do sacrifice. Yeah. Has brought me the apron for the like you like bros. We have to use new clipper. We'll have to use new apron. Blah 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 blah. And then he also told me that he have one platinum blade clipper in his salon. I would also bring. Well, all that talk. Mrs. Edafe is not having any of it. She's insisting that that conversation did not pass through the Senate for approval. I got high, like somebody was having orgasm, and then I promised to cut my head. I should rescind that promise. So, my people, it's in the comment section that you people would decide this one. You people will have to, put enough comment because Mrs. Daffy is also watching, right? You have to put your comment in the comment section and convince Mrs. Daffy that look, a promise is a debt, and once you make a word, once you put out your word, you have to live up to it. And please, as you just start watching, just start clicking on the like button so that we don't have to like keep going back and forth again. Just click on the like button. We have 15 people watching and then only 2 people liking it. It doesn't really look good. It be like say right now, I be like Umes for boss. I be like somebody with right table press. I'm not, like I'm not it really entertaining people. And so this thing as small, my engine be like diesel engine. It takes some more time. And I'll get there. I'll get there. Okay. Just know that for sure that I will get there. But I'm just, laying the cards on the table. I've even asked Mrs. Sedafe, oh yeah, come and join me here, put your face here and tell the people why you don't think I should cut my hair. She said she has spoken her mind. Oh, we did not get married on YouTube, so she doesn't need to come to YouTube. She's my wife and she have to decide. So my people, what do you really think should happen? Okay. And again, just out of the camp of the Super Eagles says that Osimhen did not travel with the team to Abidjan, and because he's having abdominal pain, he's having pains on his abdominal. His pompu, his navel, pompu. Who invented that name, pompu? Say by the way. Well, he's having abdominal pain. That's what the story from the camp is. And if that continues, he might not play because now the team have gone ahead is not gone with them. But doctors will check him again today and they will decide if maybe he will have to go. If by 5 to 7 p.m. tonight he's not with the team where they are, then plans will change. Yes, there are 3 strikers in the team. There is Victor Osimhen, there is Paul Onwachu, and then there is Murphy, right? So any one of those can start. There's no problem with that. But not any one of those can bring the energy, pressure, and fear factor that a Victor Osimhen brings. Let's also agree on that one completely. So it now means that if you have a Paul Onwashu, people say he have hold up play. Like I always say to people, I don't need a striker with a hold up play. I need a striker with goals, a striker who scores or creates. Hold up play in the corner flag is useless to me as a striker. I'm sorry, I'm not. This is not me shooting on Paul Onwashu, but I'm just saying that's not an asset. You know, Then for Terry Murphy, I mean, he's not getting a chance. He's not gotten a chance to play in this tournament, so this might just be his chance. But for you guys, how would you set up if you are Jose Mourinho Pesero? Because the Jose that we have right now in this tournament, too, the before now we had Jose Pesero, but since they sacked Jose Mourinho from AS Roma, his spirit, his tactics, his ideology, his style of play have moved and transferred to this Jose. Now I finally agree with Amaju Pinnick that it was Jose Mourinho that recommended Jose Pesero for us. And for those of you who are wondering, this is the Eimba tracksuit that I talk about, like by any standard, and take it from me, if there's anybody who should advertise a jersey or a tracksuit, I am the one because I've been wearing them for all my life. The fabrics, the quality is top notch. This is something you can spend your money on and you'll be happy. It's not one of those, there are some Nigerian club jersey or kits that match that you will wear and you'll be feeling I wasted this money. This is not one of them. This is cool to the skin. The fabric is fantastic. The quality is top notch. I mean, it feels like the Under Armour that Tottenham Hotspur was wearing. And so sad that I have to use a shitty club's wear. But let's be very honest. Tottenham Hotspur have one of the best kits in the Premier League. They reminds me of Italian league clubs. So that's one of those things where if you have money, order for the Oyimba jersey or their me. I like this tracksuit. I mean, it just work well for the amateur anyway, and it's fine. And I'm already like saying I want to buy another one. I want to add like 2 or 3 to this one and then add some jerseys to it because it does really look good. It's worth spending money. This is 35K or so. But I think it's worth it. Okay, it's worth it. For those of you who say it's so expensive, think about the economy, think about the exchange rate. This thing comes from the abroad. It's shipped in, and like the clear amount to clear money from clear properties from the port now is very very on the top high side. Please click on the like buttons as we go. So that's the conversation in the camp of the Eagles right now. So if you were the coach, what would you do? That's one. And then another talk of in Manchester United, there's the talk that Jim Ratcliffe would one way or the other bring a new guard. Okay, do away with the old guard and bring a new guard. So there's the possibility of Manchester United telling Eric Ten Hag, baby Pep Guardiola, to face the exit door to the left, right. And then there is also the possibility of Newcastle looking at their investment on what's it called, Newcastle, and telling Eddie Howe that thank you very much for all you have done, but if we wanted to go downward, we know what we would have done. But this one that you have done enough. Yesterday, Phil Foden chose yesterday to score a hat trick. Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne assisted 2 of those goals, and one was just him doing doing the lost job. And Man City won their game. They still have one game in hand in the on the others, but what they've just shown is we're not ready to slip up. Arsenal, if you go win this, if you go come fight for this title, you fight on your own terms, but not on our slip up. And Liverpool, if you go win them now, they have one game in hand. If they win that one game in hand, they'll go completely on top, and Liverpool comes to second. So that's beginning to make my prediction of Man City not winning the title look like a mumu one. And then AS Roma in the Italian Serie A last night also won 4 goals to nothing. So my question is, what was happening? Why were these guys playing, so badly that they got Jose Mourinho sacked? The same Jose Mourinho that helped them to win the Conference Cup just not so long ago, that they were celebrating, that they were everybody jumping up and they're feeling like, oh, the Le Messiah Mo. All of a sudden, they just changed the tune. Now, AS Roma is in 5th position, and even though they've played one game more than Atalanta, there is a possibility that they can make it to the UEFA Champions League at this rate. Yeah, Napoli are in 7th position in Italy. Juventus are in the 2nd position, played one game more than Inter Milan. AC Milan are in 3rd position, and Atalanta in 4th position. But it's just so strange. Last season, Victor Osimhen was the top goal scorer with 26 goals in Italy. This season, Lautaro Martinez is already on 19 goals out of 22 games played with 2 assists. Mihailovic, what's it called? Vlahovic, what's his name? Yes, Dusan Vlahovic is on 12 goals with 3 assists for Juventus. Olivier Giroud, even with injuries and not playing regularly, also being a goalkeeper, he has scored 11 and assisted 8. Soli from Frosinone, the Argentine, I've scored 10 and made 2 assists. Baradi, okay, for Sassuolo, I've scored 9 goals and 3 assists. Ademola Lookman have 7 goals and 3 assists. Victor Osimhen have 7 goals and 2 assists. That's where they stand. Farastella have 6 goals and 3 assists. You cannot tell why Napoli are where they are in terms of the league table. But either ways, we were not expecting that Napoli would just go and do back-to-back title win. That wasn't on the card anyway. But let's come back to the AFCON. We've had the most exciting AFCON. Some people say that they should take the whole of the AFCON, create it and put it in a museum and remind the world of when football returned back to being real football instead of the mechanical football that they play in Europe, where you're not expected to do something. So you can't shoot from outside the box. You cannot play incredible free kick. You cannot score incredible, unbelievable goals. You cannot make unbelievable save. You cannot save 3 penalties in the game. All of those things that have been removed from European football, but are still here. Even Europeans are admitting that for once they are watching pure football that is devoid of mechanics and statistics, stat padding, and all those nonsense that they put in it. And I don't know what you think, but that's the feeling across Europe. That's the feeling of a lot of people. If you watch a lot of the pundits and all that, you will say Jamie Carragher got himself, in the dragging generator when he went and complained about the celebration of Martin Odegaard and the Arsenal coach after the victory over Liverpool. And, he got the dragging of his lifetime. Like when they say dragging, he got the dragging of his life. And sometimes you just have to stay where you are. Roy Keane actually lambasts Liverpool for defending like a pub team to allow Arsenal back into the title race after 3-1 win at the Emirates, and blames captain Virgil van Dijk or Virgil Mick for all 3 Gunners' goal. That guy, no Sabina Akpoloko's guy. Whoever decided to even mention his name in the same piece with Ballon d'Or winners was the very, very biggest problem that they created. Premier League stars become first footballer to go to rehab for addiction to laughing gas after his worried family reached out to the club for help. I mean, there are so many things that people take, but laughing gas, is that not nitric acid or whatever it's called? Laughing gas. This generation, what did they really do now, Seth? I cannot understand. You just want to be laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. Well, there's an exclusive on the Daily Mail. Ronaldinho, what is it called now? I don't know how they call it, but it was about Ronaldinho. The story is about Ronaldinho and whatever it is. The story just disappeared all of a sudden. Okay, I'm back. I'm back on it. Kawaka was saying something about his family. The Notebook: Man City closing on Brazilian wonder kid staring for sister club Girona. Benjamin Mendes tax ultimatum and champions are undone by clever goal kick routine. Okay, let's go back to where I was. I mean, that story don't go far. I don't know where I go Sam again, but I wanted to bring something out. Ivan Toney and Neymar take advantage of lesser known rule to put Brentford ahead in 3-1 defeat by Man City, and Pep Guardiola misses the goal. Okay, no problem. That was yesterday's match, but I was looking for something that had just disappeared all of a sudden. Well, it's one of those things where the page refreshes and then you lose it. But it's one story that I wanted to push up. Let me see. I can try and look for it. Cameroon's Football Federation rejects Samuel Eto's resignation as president after disappointing AFCON last 16 exit, with former striker overseeing several controversial moments during his tenure. But, Omar Katuba will tell you that it's the best thing that's ever happened since sliced bread. But this is my take on that one. I think what happened was Samuel Eto'o, from what somebody told me on disclosed source, said Samuel Eto'o called his people and told them that I will resign, but I'm not gonna form like say una no go take am, so that I will continue, so that people think that I have integrity. I lie, you now wash all now wait now wash. So that's what happened. I'm telling you my position on the matter. Well, Olivier Giroud is still as deadly as ever for AC Milan despite nearing 40. Kivcha Farastella is Napoli's hero, and Juventus lack courage in title push as Inter Milan win again. Okay, 10 things we learned from Serie A over the weekend. That's the conversation there. All signs points to The Rock and Cody Rhodes facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, making sense of the mess that has left fans livid with WWE, but the company could be playing them perfectly. Well, that now for people will be say believe in that fake sport called WrestleMania. It's just pure entertainment anyway. Mauricio Pochettino's job appears safe for now, despite calamitous defeat against Wolves. With Chelsea boss set to face the media on Tuesday, which is today, ahead of the FA Cup fourth round replay. Now, if they lose that replay, I was telling somebody that if they lose this replay tonight, which I expect them to win anyway, I expect them to win. But if they lose it, the conversation might just change. That safety of the job might just change. Riyad Mahrez is trolled by the brutal way he told crying wife Taylor Ward they were moving to Saudi Arabia, where she feared being sat at home alone while he earned £750,000 a week playing football. Okay, everybody thinks that trolling of people is not the new best thing to do. Well, whatever they call it, I don't know, but I think that sometimes people, when people share their story, they are not sharing it for you to troll them. Well, let's go back to that story that I was that headline that I was trying to read for you. Ronaldinho, Mesut Ozil, Thierry Henry, and Anan Crespo are lined up to play in a new over 35s World Cup to be held this summer. Okay. Which former Liverpool great will captain star-studded England side? So there is a World Cup for the oldies. This idea, they've been toying with this idea for a very long time, but now it's finally coming to fruition. I'm just asking this question. If you want to pick the Nigerian team that will play, who would you pick? Please, when you are picking this player, remember that some of them are currently injured. They can't even play anymore. They are gone. Okay. A new over 35 World Cup competition is set to be held in England this summer, with some of football's greatest legends being lined up to play. Plans are in place to launch an 8-team tournament involving England, Argentina, Brazil, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and Uruguay. Now, when they call it World Cup, there is no team coming from Asia, there's no team coming from Africa. How is that a World Cup in the first place? Okay, 7 matches are scheduled to be staged in the same stadium over 1 week at the start of June. While the venue is still being finalized, Main Sports Understand talks have taken place with some of the Premier League biggest northern clubs. Okay, the competition is being organized by the Elite Players Group (EPG), a group of top level former footballers and sports businessmen who joined forces last year and will be known as the EPG Cup. Under their proposal, only players who are aged 35 and over and have been capped by their country or made 100 top flight appearances will be eligible to take part in the tournament. Oh, this is how they eliminate some players already. Well, let me continue reading and tell you how this World Cup is. And my question is, if you want to pick players to represent Nigeria, who are the players that you will pick in case maybe the next edition they decide to invite African teams and Nigeria is there? The captains of each countries are founders of the EPG. Steve McManaman is said to lead England, while the other skippers are Estambian Cambiaso of Argentina, Emerson of Brazil, Christian Karumbi of France, Kevin Corani of Germany. Oh, that guy with his fine, funny beard. Marco Materazzi of Italy, Michael Jagoda Salgado of Spain, and Diego Lugano. Okay, this man is the real now mad people they gather for years. So Diego Lugano of Uruguay. The provisional squad being circulated and seen by Mail Sports include 5 former Ballon d'Or winners: England's Michael Owen, Brazil's trio of Kaká, Ronaldinho, and Rivaldo, and then Fabio Cannavaro of Italy. Man, this thing, all these names that have been mentioned are now bringing me memories. You break my memories. Okay, England are also said to have already enlisted, Ashley Cole, Joko. Once your name have Cole on it, then you are going to be there. Talk about Cole. I do one the Cole. All of them should be there. Ashley Cole, Joko, Rio Ferdinand, David Calamity James, Frank Lampard, and Robbie Fowler, son of God. Robbie Fowler, aka Son of God, is also there. Other stars supposedly being lined up to feature include Brazil's Cafu, Roberto Carlos, the 2 best left and right fullback of history, and France, Thierry Henry, and Marcel Desailly, the man who puts his sneaker on his stomach. Argentina are said to have Anan Crespo Pablo Zabaleta involved. While Mesut Ozil and Semi Khedira, oh god, these two pair won the World Cup in 2014, are on Germany's draft list. The Spanish squad being circulated include David Villa, Carlos Puyol, while Francesco Totti is down to play for Italy, and Diego Forlan is listed for Uruguay. This is going to be interesting. Something for television. It's going to be fun. It's going to be having a lot of laughing moment, and EPG Cup games will be 11 aside, but over 70 minutes rather than 90 minutes. And teams can use roll on substitute utilizing their 18-man squad. The quarterfinals are scheduled to be played on June 4th and June 5th, with both semifinals on June 8th before the finals on June 11th. Organizers have deliberately chosen the window between the Champions League final on June 1st and the start of the Euro 24 on June 14th, and believe they can get all logistics in place despite having less than 4 months to plan. Okay. Well, the question I ask, obviously Africans are not here, are not invited to this tournament, and but one day they would not decide to expand it. My own is they were forming this EPG group, right? And no African player joined them. Again, even in retirement, are they discriminating against our players, or our players are just not running off now only to go and play all those ceremonial matches now they involve? See the EPG people, the people that form the EPG: Steve McManaman, former Liverpool great, former Real Madrid Champions League winner with Real Madrid, Istanbul Cambiaso is an Argentine, Emerson from Brazil, Christian Karumbi of France, you know him, Kevin Corani of Germany, Marco Materazzi of Italy, Michel Sagado of Spain, and Diego Lugano. No African player there. Not even Samuel Eto'o, not even Jojo Pongue, not even Jejo Kocha, Amokashi. Amokashi commentary. Are you guys listening to that Amokashi commentaries? I don't know whether na porn movie Amokashi they watch. Like Amokashi like to watch porn well, because if I listen to Amokashi commentary, but like say there's no lubrication, no penetration. I was like, Amokashi, calm down. Now I shall tell you, you dey pay me. Why you dey talk like say you carry condom go do commentary? What's wrong with you? Now commentary, football commentary, that's what you can do now. Why you dey do like say I don't understand, but may God help him. This commentary thing, some people need to learn the work well, because I'm catching commentary. They always make me laugh because there is one comment that's going to come out all of a sudden out of nowhere, and I'm like, I'm catching. I sprinkle the blood of Jesus upon you, the blood of Yeshua Amashiach. I sprinkle that blood upon you, because actually that's what Jesus said. I always question it. Where he did for Bible, where Hebrew no get J for the alphabet. But let's move on. For somebody call write an epistle about Bible for me now. Somebody don't write one for me already about Bible. I don't know why people they did touchy. Black people. I want to ask you guys one question. Why is it that when it comes to God, you people want to fight for God, but when it comes to your own right, you want God to fight for you? I don't understand. Is that how your God works? Eh? Is that how your God, this your God, so that you people are serving? Is that a work? Not if you fight for yourself, but if you fight for you. When it comes to fight, say no, I leave it for God. God will judge. Poor man, God did a poor man prayer. What did the world now? Well, let's move on in the conversation and see what you guys are saying in your comments in the comment section. Just so you know, as we take day for this conversation, so I feel a bit, like they don't really take us serious, because I don't understand why this conversation will be going on, and one way or the other, nobody is even talking of Africa being part of it. They call it World Cup. It's just like when I look at America and their narrative: you win basketball competition, says you are world champion. World champion how now? World champion for league where you play for inside your country. The only outside country save now your GRE, Canada. One team from Canada, come play for Toronto Raptors, come play. The rest now American say they are world champion. World champion how? I don't understand. And so there was a little bit of a scuffle in the Man City Brentford game. And the question is, what did Nemapo say to Kyle Walker? Brentford Saka caught controversy again in a heated spat with Man City star, who's just split from his wife over infidelities. And Guardiola said, no comment. I plead the fifth. Consign me. But football. Do you guys think that somehow, football is becoming boring? because there are so many things that people don't want you to do. Don't celebrate. Don't get heated. Don't goalkeeper should not be moving on the goalpost. They should just be statue. There's some things that are just funny about football that I don't get. Okay, the whole idea of we must not disturb the opposition player that wants to score. So many things are just funny. Okay, reveal Jose Mourinho's bitter 9 words message he left to his Roma players after feeling betrayed by how they helped him get the sack, with ex-Chelsea boss also leaving a winner's ring behind. He refused to take it. Like, you know what? I don't want to have this in my memory. So let's read the story and see how it goes. Okay. Jose Mourinho left behind a staggeringly bitter farewell note to his Roma players after feeling betrayed by manager, the manner of his sacking. The Portuguese coach lost his job at the Serie A club last month despite guiding them to back-to-back European finals. Okay, Mourinho, who is 61, didn't hide his emotions when he left Roma, but now the full details of his rancorous exit from Stadio Olimpico are emerging. Okay, so this is the story. According to El Messaggero, that's an Italian publication, Mourinho returned a ring he had been gifted by his players after they won the Europa Conference League in 2022. He left it in the locker of captain Lorenzo Pellegrini before departing. I cannot carry this type of thing if it is made for me by a bunch of betrayers. That's exactly what it means. And this is me just using my own word anyway. But it's now emerged that Mourinho also left a brutal note which read, when you are men, give it back to me. Right now, you people are not men. It expressed how Mourinho felt betrayed by his players who he felt contributed to him losing his job. Okay, Roma sat ninth in Serie A at the time of his dismissal, but the players have since rallied around Mourinho's successor, the former captain Daniele De Rossi, with 3 wins from 3 games. On Monday night, the trash Cagliari 4 goals to nothing, climb up to fourth in the Serie A standings. Mourinho, the former Chelsea manager, former Chelsea, Manchester United, and Real Madrid coach, also adored by Roma fans after guiding them to Europa Conference League glory with a 1-0 win over Feyenoord in Tirana. Okay, the special one was so delighted by his success, he got tattoo showing the Conference League trophy alongside the European Cup and Europa Cup that he has won previously. His players gave him a ring to commemorate their achievement, which was almost top last season when they reached the Europa League finals, only to lose on penalties to Sevilla. Mourinho didn't have the best relationship with his players, and he felt they played a role in his replacement with interim boss Daniele De Rossi after a turbulent first half of the season. How does Mourinho go from the guy who galvanized everybody to win to the guy who's losing his dressing room? Do you know that Jose Mourinho somehow have lost the dressing room almost everywhere, apart from FC Porto, almost everywhere is coached. There's just something that all of a sudden the players that he helped to win, they begin to lose sight of who's made it happen, and then they begin to, I don't know, they just begin to act very, very funny. As revealed by Men Sports on the It's All Kicking Off podcast last week, Mourinho is keen on making a sensational, if unlikely, return to Old Trafford if the opportunity comes in. That was why I asked a question at the end of the season. Mauricio Pochettino, Eddie Howe, Eric Ten Hag, who's going to get the sack? Because there is somebody of those three, somebody is going to see it. Yes, somebody is going to have to get the sack. It's not just going to happen that these three will start the season next season as coaches of Newcastle, Chelsea, and Manchester United. I don't want to believe that that's possible. Sources close to the Portuguese manager say he feels he has unfinished business after leaving Old Trafford in December 2018 and has made it his mission to take charge again should the opportunity arise at some point in the future. Do you guys want Jose Mourinho to come back to Manchester United? Mourinho is also said to be keen to work with a new regime at United, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos taking over football operation as part of the petrochemicals billionaire's 25% investment in the club. His ambition is to return to United. A friend explained it feels like he has unfinished business there after it ended last time, and he had made it his mission to go back. Mourinho took charge at United in 2016 following the departure of Louis van Gaal. He lifted the Europa Cup and Carabao Cup in his first season and followed that up with a second place finish in the league the following year, which he described as his best ever achievement as a manager. Although they had finished the a distant 19 points behind rivals Manchester City, but it doesn't really matter because to Jose Mourinho, that's the greatest achievement of his coaching career. For a man who's won everything, who's regarded as one of the greatest coach of all time, to say that, then you must know how difficult coaching Manchester United was at the time. He signed a contract extension that ran to 2021, but tension grew between himself and those in positions of power, especially after the club missed out on a series of transfer targets and he was sacked following a defeat to Liverpool. To the end, Mourinho retained the backing of United match day following, although there was a sense of inevitability over his departure. So I come back to the question again, and it's about time I start reading your messages. Who do you think would be fired? Or let me reverse the question. Of these three, Eddie Howe, Maurizio Mugu, Kola Legbere, Polokos, Pochettino, and Eric low budget Pep Guardiola Ten Hag. Yeah, which one of these three will still have their job by the start of next season? Let me go straight to your comments and see them in. For those who says they want to make it, they want to call in on the show, you are free to call in on the show. It is 07025000069. Yes, that's the number to call in. We will get to talk on that front. Well, for those of you who are just joining, please like this live stream that we're doing. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please, now God, I tell you, now I beg, you know, go your hand no go, you know, enjoy your money no go finish if you subscribe. Click on the subscribe button; it will not affect anything in your space. I beg, and click on the like buttons as well. Having said that, on the cutting of hair matter. Okay, so there's somebody in my house, yeah, with the premise bike who's not with the AFCON. Yeah, Mrs. Adafi. Yeah, that she does not support her husband going on skin. She's not seeing me on skin. Even me, I've not seen myself on skin since I was 9 or 11 years old. That's all I know. I've not cut my head like skin. The thought of it, oh God! If you see the shape of my head, you go no. I'm not one of these Gen Z children where they mold their head well. You know, I fell by the wayside, and then there's a stabbing, it like three different cuts on my head. Three cuts. There's a bottle cut here. There is a knife cut somewhere on the other side. On this side, there's a bottle cut here, and then there's another. You know, like they use wood to whip the head for years, so you get another scar there. Three scars on my head that just there. Then there's one year in my eye. Yeah. This one, somebody stabbed me. Somebody stabbed me. You see this thing? Yeah, I stabbed it. This. Yeah, I've been in the street for a while. Yeah, people ask me why you need the fear. Like if you come from where I come from, you see the fear. Then it was a waste. It was a waste of resources. It was a waste of time, waste of clay to create you and have you grew through that process that I grew through. And I still have a lot of stab in my hand, in my shoulder, in my leg. There is plenty. The stabbings are plenty. Plus the additional one way mom still give me for yeah. You see this one, this is the only injustice of all the injuries that I have on my body. This one is great injustice. I came fifth in class, and you give me this mark after beating me to stupor. But my mom is my mom. I'm not going to change anything. So let's leave it like that. Let's start with the comment. Olafat say, "Good morning, boss. Good morning to you. I greet you fliciously." But that's what they need to add up to dictionary. The way the word just be itself. It just be like what will only rich people they use. They need to add that to dictionary. Olatunji Emmanuel say, if you were the owners at United, would you trust ETH to go on next season? If not, then who would you go for as the next manager for the team? You see this thing, this is what they call reverse psychology. I've already asked the question, answered the question. I'm not going to answer this one, Olatunji Emmanuel. I've asked the question. I need you guys to answer the question. If I answer the question, then there is no need for you guys to respond to the question again. Then the purpose is defeated. That's not how the show works. The show, yes, it's good that you're asking a question because normally you're supposed to ask a question and I answer it. But if the question is within the topic of discussion, then I plead the fifth. Okay, I'm not going to answer that one. Everybody say, do you think the news of Osimhen's news is not meant to be in public? Why? If he's injured, he's injured now. This is how things are supposed to be. Nigerians, when I don't start putting it in public, doesn't change anything. But you know the funny thing, I have this strange feeling that if I don't know, Osimhen not play, South Africa will beat us. I don't know. I just have this thing about if Osimhen not play, we go back to when we have Uzo and the rest. I just feel like if Osimhen not play, South Africa will beat us. And I know a lot of people, someone like Johnny Gafano go agree with me. A lot of people, I mean, there are people who doesn't even like the Osimhen in the first place. So, oh no, that's a very heavy word. Some people who don't feel like Osimhen have lived up to the expectation that they have for him in this tournament, and it will be good if he's even benched, right? But I just feel like there is the energy he brings in that makes us go from 11 on the field to like 12 or 12 and a half. Okay. And once you take that out of it, it's just there's just something that missing. You remember when Chelsea had Drogba? Drogba was the cheat of Chelsea, just the same way Thierry Henry was the cheat at Arsenal. So Alex Ferguson was the cheat at Man United because his own was not just about the player, it was about the referees, right? But Thierry Henry was a guy who would take out three players at once, like Ronaldo da Lima. So no matter how your tactics is, you have one player that will take out three players at once, then you are already going to lose. It's not magic about it. It's like Messi in Barcelona. Messi alone will take out six of your players away. So where is the chance? Where's the, you can see now that it's balanced. People are not scoring 5 goals, 4 goals against Barcelona because it's balanced now. It's 11 against 11. So they can really, outdo them. Not when you have extraterrestrial being, you have Aquaman on your side with his trident and all that. And then you say all of us should go and use Isi Magwada to fight. No, now you not go work now. Agwaza Juju know they work against Aquaman. Sure. So now it's balanced. You understand? So I think that Osimhen is the cheat that we have in the Super Eagles, just like Benny McCarthy was for South Africa in 1996 and 1998, for instance. So is the cheat, or Kalusha Bwalia and Kenneth Mantoli was for Zambia in 1994, even though they didn't win in the finals, as we now brought our cheats to the finals. Emmanuel Amunike, just understand what I say. Or Zidane being the cheat for France in 98 and 2006. As a matter of fact, in 98, Zidane really didn't play well. Why he won the Ballon d'Or that year, I still can't understand. Yes, he scored 2 goals in the finals, but it was crappy in the group games and knockout stage. He actually got a red card in that tournament. If we are forgetting, okay, one of the few players who've had red card in 2 World Cup, okay, and in 2006 he also got the red card. He didn't play in 2002, but that's a topic for another day. Let's move on. Maru, the lot of you say, hey, well, which kind of news be this? Osimhen get well soon. Oh, not they don't say the guy need to play well for the tournament. Blah blah blah. They should try Terry Murphy. They should start Paulo actually. If I'm the one, I will bench Osimhen. Now that they do it. Will. Lord Mayor say greeting. Lord Mayor, where have you been? I say, if it's might be mind game, the travel leave him. He said a mind game. Now what for you? Mind game where Nigeria first of Nigeria need to play mind game. Nigeria is not good at playing mind games. So mind game is not part of our style. We're not a country that do mind game. All those mind gameism, we don't do it. Okay. The other say the Aimba outfit is really cool. It's worth it. Say, oh, it's so like it's cool to your skin. It just gives you this feel of like you're wearing AS Roma or Lazio. You're like you are 30. Just grip my body, just wrap me where it's like I'm feeling a machine massage my body. This is fine. Like I know that you guys can order it. Okay, if you want to chat me up, DM me. I would link you up to the guy who is in charge of marketing, global marketing, and they will send to you. And the good thing is you can get it anywhere. So those of you are waiting for the abroad, they can send to you. You just have to pay for the DHL money, and then you get it. It's so lovely. It's fine. You know there are some club jerseys. Let me be very honest with you. There are some club jerseys and some clubs in my office upstairs. There are some clubs that sent me their jersey. I never even opened the carton I wear them. And people are like, oh, we send our jersey, where the fun big boy. No, I just think that this is not about pride, but I just think that I've grown to a stage where I'm not gonna feel wear some things. People don't understand that thing. There are certain standards. Standard are standard. There are certain places you just get to like, you know what? Nah, I cannot wear this one. This one, no, I can't. You see the Rivers United jacket that I wore when I went to Europe. It's fine, but I still have a problem with where they put the pockets in that jacket. But hey, it was fine. And then my former club, I could wear that one. Remo starts sending me a jersey. It's fine. It's just there, sharp. But then you look at Sporting Lagos jersey. That's something I can wear anywhere. That Rangers jersey, I've not laid my hand on it, but it's looked like something that I would like to buy and have it. Because I know that later in the year I plan to go to Enugu. I'm just delaying it, and eventually we'll see how it goes. So there's a whole dynamics to this conversation that when I look at the way it goes, I'm just going to tell myself, you know what, this is something you can do, okay? But there are just some that I can't wear. Yeah, the quality is just not there. It looked like sad. They said gala for traffic. I know I used to say gala in traffic back in the day in Energy Junction, but those were the days. Those were the days where gala was really gala. Now I don't know what they're selling. But let's move on. What's that called? Johnny Gava say money need for money to you. He said if Murphy had been playing, I would be less worried. But the thought of Onuachu starting is painful. My brother, I like, said they put myself in my eye. When I did think I was thinking about it like, okay, Osimhen doesn't play. Because now, you know, my problem with this whole Osimhen conversation is, okay, they traveled yesterday, they didn't take Osimhen. They're going to check in by 5 p.m. today. Now, this is my own. The player might decide, okay, I want to play. And I says, okay, it's fine. They're not putting. You know this thing about abdomen, like it could be twisted nerves or something, and then he starts the game, and 10 minutes into the game, he start holding, you know, so same as Sabi do drama. He start holding his abdomen, and then they now remove him. That one is even the one that I don't even want. So if he's not going to be available, let him not shut our substitution. Let him just stay on the side and hope to God that other people play. But you know, I just have this feeling that it was might not play for that game. South Africa go beat us. And of all the teams to beat us, why South Africa? No, nah. That's the one that I don't even want to say. Again, this tournament, are you having this vibe that Congo might win the tournament? I don't know about you guys, but I'm just having this vibe that, you know, DR Congo might win the tournament. They will beat the hosts in the semifinals on Wednesday. And, you know, they'll go on to win it. Like, that's the funny thing. So when I heard the news of Osimhen's injury, I say, hey, they are going to go juju man don't work. Oh, they don't do the juju, you know, because if maybe they meet Nigeria in the finals, they might lose. So they decided, you know what, let's one go them. South Africa we can handle. Forget their goalkeeper that save penalty. We go beat them before the 90 minutes. Okay, so that's just the feeling I have. Oh. I'm confused. My whole signal, my own feelings, my own magic touch, Midas touch that I have when it comes to predicting football games, I've decided me this tournament. But I'm just saying that, you know, I say a lot of Nigerians thinking, oh, let's just go and win the tournament. We're already there. It's our tournament to win or it's our tournament to lose. I'm looking at them like, if we follow history, this tournament is Congo's tournament. Congo have won this tournament twice in 68 and 74, if I'm not mistaken. On both occasions, they knocked the host out in the semifinals and went on to win it. This is looking like stuff of history more than any other thing else. And in those tournaments, most of the big teams at the time got knocked out pretty early. It's looking like that again for them. That's one part of it. And DR Congo could go up in flame if they win this tournament. Yeah, those people have been suffering. If this happened to be the one that changes everything for them, oh my God, the celebration. I don't think that people in DR Congo have had any major thing to celebrate in forever. So this one happens and they start celebrating. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It will be untouchable, you know, unthinkable even in the first place. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes anyway. But I'm just saying, I'm just putting that one out as a conversation. Okay. Let me just say they play the weaker team, sure, but Jose should club, I don't know, club coaching for young coaches. Maybe leave now. You won't try to talk. When they look the one at the time now, man, not frustrate me now. Sure. Lord Mayor says no. I think I've read that one. The other says for Mourinho, maybe it is the cause of the third season syndrome. Okay, African Eyes, finally, African Eyes came back. Yes, we've been looking for you. We've been looking for you. You promised us that Angola will beat us. That you will come back and laugh at us. Okay, brother man. Yesterday, somebody said that the eagle don't pluck your eye. Yes, that's what they said. Somebody, I'm not going to mention his name, but if you go through yesterday's comment, you will see it. He said that the eagle pluck your eye. That's why you're not, right now, you're not African eye anymore. They don't pluck your eye. Pluck your eye. It's in the Bible. If your left eye, I don't know what they do with left eye. So if your left eye will make you not to make the kingdom of God, pluck it out. Bible is violence. Bible, they promote violence. Jesus. The violence is if your left hand cause you to say, cut it off. What's happen? Can't you repent of the sin? Shall be cut it off. Now Sharia Bible. I don't understand. This the violence with the Bible. The Bible is full of violence. People say social media get violence. Social media they learn for what Bible do. Somebody don't wake up one morning, call fire from heaven. Cause you That's too much now. That's too much. Do you know the amount of amount of fuel where they go bring from heaven to send fire from heaven come down? That's the Bible, you're too violent. Somebody just say somebody get bad head. Just because the caller say get bad head, he call on lion to shop 50 children. Eh? Elijah, which level? You pass Clifford Odjo, lion just come out of nowhere. Elijah now, wow. Some things on the Bible. I don't know. When I read the Bible, the way they read them, I just sometimes if I want just laugh, if I want just, I want just go like, wow. Some people are mean, ja. And there's some stories that are not just believable. Which shop is Samson carry city gate, climb mountain, climb hill, city gate. So the gate narrow. Is it narrow is the way that leads? I don't understand. But well, let's move on. Africa, I say congrats to Nigeria and good luck on your journey to another championship. Africa at its best. Go, go, go. Thank you very much. I like your sportsmanship behavior. If everybody's like this, this Africa will be fine. But somebody said they pluck your eye. That's why you've not been around. Thank you very much. Eyes Angola, Luanda, and the rest of them. Lipopo, Luanda, and the rest of them. Lord Mayor say, boss, I just tire for English pundit complaining. Celebration after a good win. I tire for them. Everybody say Roma will still mess up. Now, new manager bounce. Really? Okay. Phil Bobby, let me first warn you. Don't come and call my phone and tell me, oh, send the proposal, do this, and then after I call you back, you're not going to pick my call. See, don't let me send thunder. I just like your daughter, respect your wife and all that. But man, you respect yourself. You just respect yourself. I'm just telling you my mind. Don't try me this thing again. Fibobi say good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How many times you type on human being? He say, I beg, make Osimhen get well. We need them. Okay, we shall see. Lord Mayor says Steve Nicol is saying he can't call the Arsenal versus Liverpool dominance, but what he explained was Arsenal dominating Liverpool. Okay, nice, Abi. I know that one where they talk like I say at the body shaman. But he talk like Piqué will be saying the brain of from where. Phil Bobby says laughing gas where they use play when with this secondary school. Now somebody not they addicted to so. Jill have might say no weapon fashion against Victor Osimhen shall prosper. Okay. What if Nai fashion the weapon himself? Phil Bobby now as practical now. The other say Jimmy Paraga. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jimmy Paraga Karaga was not in his right mind, saying that there shouldn't be celebration. If it were him, I am sure he would have celebrated with his licky Toros back then. I wrote something on one Instagram page. I say Jimmy Carragher analyzes football exactly the same way he plays. He's confused. He doesn't know how to play football. He doesn't know how to analyze as well. Additional Lavma say Chelsea fans singing the return of Abramovich in Stamford Bridge over the weekend. Yeah, that one was funny. That one was very very funny. Because he's not going to come anywhere. British people not going to let that one happen. Johnny Gavai say Murphy can replace the interchanging and movement between Osimhen and Lookman. Oh no, I should cannot. Me too. I'm looking at Murphy, but I don't know whether the coach goes on. The coach, I know the coach already achieved the target when they set for him. So if you can go fail now, you go say, I mean, it's not a failure. You guys say semifinal. That's why I always say, if you want to set target, set the highest target. Go and win this thing. All this semifinal, he already reached the target. He tactics man, I just go back to tomorrow. Well, let's say I go. Additional of say, World Cup for the oldies will be great. I hear it that the old team is all World Cup winners. Okay, the Lord say, if na Pep now, our great Eto'o would have gone berserk. The Lord say, if na Pep now, our great, okay, said it like 3 times. Eto'o, the arranging man, maybe he wants to be football for beer. It's possible. DJ Lavoma say, good morning, Elegwete family. Good morning to you. Lord Mayor says, off topic, boss. Do you think Grammy will still play the card they did on Burna Boy on a Nigerian musician next year? I remember the first nomination of Burna Boy, he lost to that Benin woman, Angelique Kidjo. Yeah, and I think she deserved to win that one shot. Demola Ibrahim Abiodun, this one way Osimhen is that. I'm coming back. I'll answer that one. Osimhen did that for so we need energy up front too. Bobby, he said Yobo and Yema will definitely be there for Nigeria because they have over 100 caps for Nigeria. No, the 100 cap what they talk about for your national team. You can have 100 cap for club side and you are part of it. Lord Mayor say the next year, the next yeah, he won it. Okay, Grammy people plays on African markets. Okay, Lukman Adebayo say, "Hooray! I've been clamoring for the old tournament. Flamboyant football is coming back. I would love FIFA to also organize continental tournament for Europe 11 versus Asia 11 or Africa 11, so on and so forth." Stepmonic say, "Elegbata Baba, na also they worry Osimhen make a drink picnic." Make e no collect food from anybody and make e no drink agbo because it will show as drug when they test am. This una make e no collect food from anybody. Please, where is it coming from? Like I'm struggling to understand where it's coming from. I will talk about the Bonner Boy thing. Lord Mayor say penetration. Okay, he's laughing at Amokashi. Amokashi commentary. It's the good old rugged commentary. Olafat say boss should have named it Finalissima because it consists of Europe and South American players. No, North America, Asia, Africa, and they say it's the World Cup. Maybe they should say past winners and not packing us among. Okay, if not past winner, what McManaman they do that? What those England players they do that? No, you cannot say it's past winners now. That's giving people credit that they don't deserve. Past winners, Bawo. Past winners where you get England there. England. No, there's no England pass. Those players are not past winners. Last time England won the World Cup. The World Cup was a small badge, was a small cup, a small teacup. It's not a World Cup at that time. Phil Bobby said, I think say now only me they complain about the commentary. No, I'm not catching commentary is horrible. Let's be very honest. It's not fluid. It's just horrible. You keep asking for coach. I need more to your coach. I wish your coach was there. I wish your coach. I'm like, man, shut up. Okay, Adebola Oluwaseun for me says, good morning, boss. Honestly, I'm worried with this injury news. Not, I believe, Terry Murphy we do a more than they read this one at the type we do a better job in the absence of Victor Osimhen if it's confirmed that he's not playing. Akimola Larry says this sin bin where English FA won't introduce for FA Cup next season. They somehow Abi how you see him. Let's experience it first now. I mean, I'm not one of those person that is resistant to change. If somebody comes with an idea, you will hear them out. You will play it out and see. If you not work, they can cancel it. Now, sure, they try kick in from throwing. They try golden goal and all that. So let's see how it goes. I'm not against it. I'm always open to experimenting with new things because that's how we make progress in life. Olafat say it's kind of shaping up. Now they can play football, winning 4 games for De Rossi. Players have contributed to Mourinho's sack at United, Chelsea, and now Roma. But what does he do? Why does that always happen? That's the question I'm asking. Jose Mourinho, you should look yourself because sometimes you cannot keep blaming other people. You have to look at yourself. Lead AJ Ward, you say you too rugged, which I do again. The Lara, what you say, Mourinho, I just feel he is unlucky despite being a successful coach. Maybe it has to do with his person. Great guy. Simon Campbell said those scars are part of what made you today. Obviously, yes. I carry them with a whole lot of pride because I mean this is who I am. I remember growing up and people like, like why don't you always wear long sleeve? Why don't you hide all these scars? It's like I don't understand. Hide the scars. See, I don't know. Even I remember when I first started going to Brilla in like 2004. Am I Ignis or something? They were like, man, but you get scars because sometimes I wear Nika and then there's this big scar on my lap. But you get scars. I say, yeah, because I'm a cultist now. Like, because the thing is, once you start being ashamed of it, it will drag you down. You start getting emotional, and people will use it against you. But so for me, I use them as my advantage. Okay, like only you this one sister scar for your hand, your shoulder stab like that, scars be like tattoo. Yeah, everywhere. I was like, you know what? First off, when you meet me, the first thing you see is my scar on my face, scar face. This one. top of the line. It's just there. And they're like, you should wear long sleeve. Me, wear long sleeve. I don't understand. I don't know. I'm not here to prove anything. The only thing that brings me here is to share my knowledge with you and your audience. I'm not here to impress you. You are impressed or you're not impressed. I remember in 2009 when I went to ITV, everybody was talking because if I'm coming, sometimes I'm wearing sleeveless. I'm wearing just, I like wear sleeveless back in the day. And I come in there and then we start dressing up. I'm like, oh boy, what happened with all your scars? I'm like, yeah, because I was a cultist. Everybody to message one day, like, I to message say, I stubborn, but I think you stubborn past me. I said, really? I don't know, Sha, but let's just keep it going. And I wear the scars. I carry the scars with so much pride that everybody begin to like kind of like it. Like, okay, you know what? I mean, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. Okay, guys, leave the scars, leave my scars down. Please click on the like button. They're not gonna beat tonight. They're not gonna start now. And I'm not gonna get sky if you not click on the like button. Just click on the like button and let's go. Okay. The lot of what you say, it will be nice to have him back at Man United, even if it is for 3 seasons again, because I think his third season syndrome is official. I accept that one. Additional, I must say, you fight well. I grew up in it. What did they do you for my why do you behave like say you don't worry? I grew up a generator for Yara. Now only fight with the fight. Only fight with the fight now. Lord Mayor said to me, I feel Poch and ATH are getting the sack. That Poch. Fatutu Abiadu, he say, good morning, the elegant. I just joined the broadcast, but make I follow the flow. Please help confirm your live broadcast time at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock every day, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. And then after match, we have a post-match review. After the full matches, will not be after Nigeria match, after the full matches. Now, having said that, after the AFCON, now we have not agreed that we will not have a 10 p.m. broadcast on match days. 10 p.m. So on Saturday, on Sunday, on Tuesday for Champions League, on what's it called? On Wednesday for Champions League as well. But we're not going to do Europa on Thursdays, and that's just the way it is. So be ready. I'm ready for you guys. You guys be ready for me. That's the way it's going to be. The allow I say only Eddie Howe would likely remain as far as I am concerned, and that would be because he is English. The Monic said the only thing South Africa use pass us now girls. Guess Yansh, not just girls. Guess Yansh. Our guests plenty pass their guests. Now just say Yansh who Kalabashata. Hey, who come body? Who come body? Ha! South African Yansh. Okay, my wife is here. Let me not talk about South African Yansh now. Go. they tell me to make I go sleep on veranda now. South African guys no come warm me up. For this matter. No. Let's congratulations. Forget about South African Yash. Forget focus on football. Nigeria versus South Africa is tomorrow. You know, football. Say that face, that's in front of me. So it's football. Football is so sexy. Football is so beautiful. Football, like in the words of Amakashi, they need lubricant and penetration for football. So now you know where your head do. But now Amakashi talking about me. Let's come back to the comment section. The other one say, I'm not one of those saying Osimhen has not been playing well. Actually, he is a beast scoring or not. Sid say we will do the job against SA. Osimhen will be a big loss if he doesn't play, but it's left for others to step up. Terry Murphy is good to lead the line. Ian Achor can play like a false nine as well. Ian Gotanga said that Dan Amokashi don't go to this AFCON as a commentator, rather as Eagle supporter. His commentary is laughable. All he wants is dreams of being a player, coach, analyst, commentator. God bless Emmanuel A team. Yep. Okay, let's come back. Thank God. Okay, let me say South Africa have AFCON winning coach, so he has experience well. But I trust Nigerian defense. Just our attackers since Victor might not play. Anthony Abba says the big bros Osimhen getting problem is part of the game. We just have to make sure that Murphy, it's Moffi, and I be the name. Man, I need to spell outside down, not be coffee. Must start. I think he is very fit. I have followed him during the training, and don't forget that Lookman is okay. So Anthony Abba, are you in Ivory Coast? How you know his feet? You follow him in training. Are you in Ivory Coast? Are you with them there? Okay, if you're not with them there, whatever you're following on social media does not confirm anything. And this allow for me say you say Algeria put Pesero for their list of managers they are considering for hire. Yes, I saw it. They should I beg leave our world class coach. I beg make no one touch our guy. But I'm not saying once Jose Mourinho get job now, our coach go back to the old Pesero. So Mona know that one. Oh. Anthony Abba says current danger man is Lookman, proof by the SA team. Yes, and the one I write this sometimes. Like I write in Latin and expect me to read in English. Phil Bobby say apologies. So I did forward it. I'm going to follow up on it. I go beat you. You know, you never know. I go stab you. I go shook you. You go know. They take me to the play. Why the find money? Why I want to go Ghana for all African games? You did there. Everybody, people where they get, I they turn up for them. My own, I got the 5 people who could turn up on me. Wish me as Bobby. Yeah, just for boy group for nothing. Useless to my cause. I'm very. That reminds me, Bobby. I want to buy dog. Bobby, I want to buy dog. See. We need to talk about that dog. Oh. I want to buy dog. I want to buy that dog with a big, we get plenty hair for body. Yes, that's the dog I want to buy. What's that? Babu, I'll be able to call that your dog name. I want to buy that dog very soon. Somewhere around August, I need to buy a dog. And then I need to buy a bull mastiff as well. Yes, I'm ready. Man, go there to feed them, but we shall try. If we not see better food, we'll give them pando yam and a bashop. This house, we do the shop chicken and the bones. Nobody for this house, the break bone, the crack bone. Me now, that's out to the crack bone. Let's get the dog. That's the reason for the dog. Will not be saying anything else. We just throw away bone anyhow. I got to look every time. The bone, we all throw away noodles. That thing I go just shop noodles. Small, you say I'm full. A good waste, and I noodles be the main food for dog. No, I need to buy a dog. Digital must say if Victor does not play, I think Terry Murphy should start as the lone striker. I think he is the one that can give us that extra surprise. Okay. Digital must say I have loved every bit of Amokachi's commentary. Really? Okay, one man's meat is another man's poison. Akimbola Larry say, what's your take on the whole Usyk and Fury drama, considering the new development that Fury is injured? Well, Fury is really injured, not like they fake it. He was sparring, he got a cut, but that doesn't change anything because they put a clause on the contract. If you're going to pull out of it, you're going to pay £8 million. There's no boxer. Sports people are the stingiest people in this world with their money. So there's nobody that's going to be willing to pay £8 million to pull out. So in May, we're going to see that fight. Even if it doesn't come up in May, between June and July and August, between that May and August, that fight is going to happen. So there is nothing to worry about. Now, let me come to the Grammy conversation that everybody's raised. First off, one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is a Grammy award costs $15. I don't understand the hula baloo about the Grammy that everybody, the way Nigerians react to some things. I'm like, if when I use like this, take attack on our governors or on our senators or on our House of Rep members, it would have been nice, like nice to see. But the way they react, like, what do they do now? That'd be a big deal. That'd be a big deal to not win Grammy. That'd be a big deal. But you need to understand that some of the most popular musicians of all time have never won Grammy. People like Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj, Blake Shelton, and the rest of them. Okay, that'd be a big deal to say. People say the way our guys stay prepared. The way our guys stay prepared, now they pay them. But that's not a big deal. Try and understand that Grammy in itself is an organization that wants to be in the news. The biggest people in the news, in the last couple of days, people talk about the power of Nigerian social media. When Toby Amoson won that world record, Michael Johnson attacked Toby, you saw how the people in Nigeria attacked him. And he became a lot more popular. People now say, oh, who be Michael Johnson? People who don't know him before now knew him. And you see the African Cup of Nations that is going on. Every country is begging for Nigerians not to troll them, not to attack them. So I thought this is a strategy by the Grammy. Grammy, like, you know what? Let's create this thing where we become very popular outside of America. Because first off, Grammy is not really loved in America anymore. A lot of people don't like Grammy in America. So they are trying to branch off outside America like BET. And they want to get that audience. And sometimes the best way to get that kind of audience is to create controversies. If you are able to create controversies, then you will get more talking point. Remember, like I said about the English Premier League, The league is no longer about football. It's about eyeball. It's about click. It's about talking points. That's exactly what they do with the bad officiating, poor VAR, horrible comment analysts on TV stations to generate that reaction. And you think that Jamie Carragher not get sense? Like somebody who played football 2 decades ago knows that celebration is the order of the day. You want to tell me that when they won the Champions League in Istanbul, Jamie Carragher was not celebrating? But this is a guy who used to celebrate wearing only pants. Now he's telling people not to celebrate in the stadium. They know these things. They just tell them that this is what you would do as the match they go on. A lot of them say, okay, see that you see that thing, talk about it this way, because that's how you would generate comment, and that's how your numbers go up. And once your numbers go up, it doesn't matter whether it's coming out of bad things. But let's look at the Grammys and look at some major people who's not won the Grammy. Some of the most popular musicians of all time have never won Grammy award. Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj, Blake Shelton have several nominations but no Grammy. Rappers Busta Rhymes, Tupac both have at least one nomination but zero wins. Okay, nominated 17 times since 1993. Singer songwriter Brian McKnight, back at one, has yet to win his first Grammy. He lost his last nomination for Best R&B Male and Female Vocal Performance to Prince in 2004. 17 nomination. At 16 nomination, the rapper only trails Brian McKnight. Sorry, yeah. Brian McKnight by one, but the two have even more in common. Calvin Brothers, better known as Snoop Dogg, also received his first nod in 1993, and like McKnight, is still awaiting his first Grammy win. Snoop have not won a single Grammy. Yes, Snoop Dogg, the guy who shaped us in the 90s and the early 2000s. Okay, the Icelandic singer, songwriter, actress, record producer, and DJ has been nominated 16 times since 1993. But Beach Cake, or whatever her name is, BJRK, has never brought home a Grammy. She was just nominated for Best Alternative Music Album for the 65th Grammy. Still no winner. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, his first nomination were in 2006 for the hit Every Mile a Memory. But even after 14 nominations, country singer Dirk Bentley hasn't won a Grammy. Let's push the envelope but further down. Martina McBride, she's raked up 14 nominations since 1994, but talented country singer Martina McBride has been beaten out each time she lost her last nomination in 2011 to Taylor Swift. Okay, let's go to Got the Eye of the Tiger. Pop singer Katy Perry reportedly returned to the M plan in 2013, also called the mushroom diet. Okay, it calls for substituting mushroom for one meal every day, right? Portobello's instead of a burger, for instance. No one knows who came up with the idea, so you are relying on the collective internet wisdom with this one. Its main claim to fame that you lose weight from so-called problem areas of the body is unproven. Experts generally agree it is impossible to spot reduced fat. However, mushrooms are healthy, and swapping them for meat or pasta can help cut calories and add nutrient like zinc. Okay, they might even add this or that to your body. But this woman have been nominated 13 times for Grammy. She's not won one. Okay, this one will surprise you. From 2000 to 2015, Nicki Minaj was nominated 10 times in Grammy, different category, but she did not win. Okay, this is a woman, described as the sugar mommy of Michael Jackson. Okay, she got Lifetime Achievement Award at the Grammy, but she not get Grammy Award, like no Grammy Award. 13 times she was nominated, 13 times she lost. I'm talking about Dana Ross. Yes, Dana Ross. What about Busta Rhymes? Yeah, Busta Rhymes got 12 nominations since 1996. He did not win any one. What about Sia? Sia, been nominated 9 times. She hasn't won one. Blake Shelton has been nominated 8 times. No, not won one. Yes, Tupac earned 6 nominations, including one after his death. He still did not win, even in death to ABBA, that shaped our entire Christmas of our childhood. Okay, it took nearly 50 years to snag their first Grammy nomination, but still They don't win anything. ABBA is a Swedish band, in case you don't know. Queen, and some of you have watched the Bohemian Rhapsody. So when I say Queen, not the Tissin a woman. They had 4 nominations and they did not win anyone. We gave our best. Remember that song? We are the champion. Now them sing them, but they not get Grammy award. So before you guys, Nigerians, go out there complaining and lamenting, remember all of these guys that have not won it, but they got nominated. And there is nobody in your Afro Juju musician or your Afrobeat musician that measure up to all of these names that I've mentioned in terms of their global appeal and the power of their music. So the cry, the hula baru, the old noise, I think is useless. First off, the Grammy said that award is worth $15. And then the contract you have, when they give that, you cannot resell it. It doesn't have any value. Say you did broke or hungry the beat you cannot terrace it. You cannot go and pawn it. So it's useless to you and all that. So what's the big deal? Sing music. What you need is make sales, do close up arena, because that one you know how much they pay you. They invite you for show, you know how much you get straight. That's what you're doing music for, not for useless Grammy. It doesn't make any sense. So Nigerians who are getting angry, I think that you guys are just unnecessarily working yourself up. They don't mean anything. Let's come back to the comments. A few comments remaining before I pack my bags and baggages and leave. Additional of my say, okay, I think I've read down. Kimberly Larry say, okay, I think I've read down. Felix Peter says, I think Victor will start tomorrow. I'm 100% sure. Okay. Obare Gere say Osimhen should please be fit because South Africa is going to be tough. Iheanacho can fit in, but it's just that it will slow down the pace of the play. Yes, I don't. Okay. Adilama say now past World Cup country winners. So they talk. Okay. Uruguay and England now winners. So okay, now may they bring the players we don't win. Make them enjoy their World Cup. Them go soon no say them need Africans and Asians to push the competition. When they start needing markets, when they start needing brands to get associated with it, and then they need Asian brand or they need all those big money. All these Africans where they do money laundry, we go want to put their money into the competition. They go no say they need them. Very soon they go invite players from Saudi Arabia. They never say anything. Step Manik, he say like play. I know even they listen to Brilla FM again, bro. We don't need this conversation here. Honestly speaking, Brilla have their own thing. Let them have their thing. I like what TV get me now, bro. Mona Librilla. There's no need. There's no need. See, trolling Brilla on my platform does not do me any good. Let's be very, very honest. It doesn't do me any good. So let's leave them away. The Brilla was part of my story. They would always be part of my story. Yeah, the chairman did what he did, and it was very stupid by all standard. I mean, there's no coming back from that one. There's no going back on it. But Brilla is part of my story. For 13 years, I was in Brilla, and it shouldn't be like, oh, you want to inspire me, then you're not true Brilla. I don't think it works that way anyway. So let's kill that matter. Let's not do it again. The thing is, the people that are there now, yeah, the standard is very, very low. Let's not lie about it. The standard is very, very low. Where I remember when I first came in 2004, people said, because I was just coming in and Bimbo Adela was there, people said, what's it called? Bimbo, them Tony Obo, them the Raf Chidozie George, they've had the standard very high. That was what we were hearing that time. You see people making those comments when we go to stadium. People say, all this all this upcoming one I go bring. They cannot match the standard. Though. I used to tell people that when I start, give me 1 year. When I don't remember whether those people they work for the station. And so it is up to the current people that are working to tell themselves that, listen, let's make everybody forget whether there was anybody called Daffy or there was a Murphy Jemba. Well, it's hard anyway. It's hard because you cannot make people forget that Messi played for Barcelona. That's just the thing. But Messi made people forget that Ronaldinho played for Barcelona. So it's up to them to step up and then do the things that they need to do. Having said that, let's come back. I must say I will be ready for the match broadcast on match days. Instead of wasting time with those guys, now here I go there. Even if I know watch, I know I go know waiting happen because you have the best content. Thank you very much. Akimbola Larry say, Edafe, I once promised you a dog. You not going to reply then. Yeah, because I don't want me you give me bingo. And as at that time, so first off, I think it is rude. It is insensitive to have a dog when you live in a compound with other people. I think it is a very, very disrespectful thing. And then if you're going to train a dog and your dog go to shit, like my neighbor now have a dog. And it's the stupidest thing to ever see when I go out and I see dog shit for granted. Like it pisses me off. Okay. I don't have to call you to come. I was in Brazil and I saw how people take care of dog. As the first of there is a sin bag on every street on the road. And as you're walking your dog, in case your own nylon where you carry don't finish, you can take from the street. Like it's just like every five, like it's like Redeem Church. Every five block you see is in, you just draw it and take it. And as your dog they poop, you they pack them. As you they go again, you go see dustbin where you're supposed to put the dog shit. So it's very easy. And I think that that's a culture people should have. There are just some things that I not go fit do. I live in a house that have 6 blocks of flat right now. But I'm sure that somewhere down the road that's going to change. That's why I'm saying that in August I need to have a dog. So if the dog you're going to give me first, whether they beg, I get choice. Whether you want to give me gift to not go give me bingo. Not give me bingo, not give me a rankle. I need a dog. Dog, like dog, big dog. Right? So me, if you come and visit me, my dog first come aside. Think twice before you leave my life. You better think twice. You would think twice before you want to misbehave or do anything. Because now that kind of dog I they like. Other kind of dog will be safe fish shop somebody. Yeah. Hey, when I say, hey, Jack or Brandy, get him. And he chop your blockers. That kind of dog now they like. How about those one where you just give small guy like now me get you. I've been at the person where they come inside the cup and get you. And I like all those kind of dog. Dog with his not fit come touch your head. That's not a good dog. I don't want all those kind of dog. So if you're ready, let's have a conversation around it from July. I think I'll be ready by then. Phil Bobby say, I don't they beg you since now Caucasian breed. Now that Caucasian breed I want that dog. I'll guarantee you, Phil Bobby, I need that dog in August. First week of August, I need the dog. Yes. Digital Love say, honestly, we not value our own. Now things we not necessary we they carry for head. We not go push our own. Push the brand you own. And you can influence. I know we'll not be like that. Emmanuel, let's see. He said no mainstream radio station play Nigerian song unless that of Calm Down by Rema. But you go parties and clubs, you hear Nigerian music being played. No, I think I'll disagree with you on this one. Mainstream radio stations now play Nigerian music. There was a time where they don't, but right now, mainstream radio station play Nigerian music a whole lot. I mean, these DJs are friends to the musicians. So back in the day, musicians used to come to radio and beg OAPs, but now they realize that there's no need to beg the OAPs. What you do is beg the DJs. And then so for me, this is in my defense. I grew up on country reggae, and my music, my choice for music is what you're communicating. I'm very, very deep with lyrics, right? So most of Nigerian music does not have lyrics. It's just beats. It's just vibes and inshallah, just groovy. I'm not a groovy person. I don't go to party. I don't know how to dance. I don't do sing-alongy and all those stuff. So there are certain music, other music that I would say I have big cassava. I yash. I fuck you then. No, I'm not going to plan because I'm the kind of guy who anything I am listening to, my children also listen to it. I'm not going to be able to play those kind of music for my children. That's why most Nigerian music I don't play. But I mean, I still play Banky W. I like. There is a whole potpourri of Nigerian music that I listen to, but there is a lot of them that are not deep. I like Burna Boy music because in his whole madness, there's a science to his madness. In the whole of that madness, there is some deep shit that he's talking about. I like it. I'm not really a fan of Davido stuff, but I like the fact that a rich boy can hustle in the grind like that, the way he does it. But I just think that, there's just something about his music that I'm not for. And people will say, I started my Pidgin English in 2012 with Emma Damiduro, the instrumental. If you remember, that was my beat. Bang, 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 bang. And the reason was because, when you're on radio, you need a groovy moment to get you. I mean, you're dealing with a whole lot. What people don't understand with radio is this thing I'm doing is very easy now. The only difficult part is the numbers are not great. For radio, you don't have to think of the numbers because there is the misconception that is planted in your head already. We have over 2 million people listening to you. So you go there, you're saying, okay, it's like a boxer that I want to go fight. You're like, oh God. Somebody asked me the other day if I still get nervous when I want to go to, have I ever get nervous? Yes, I get nervous. Even now, I get nervous when I'm going on air. But the thing is, I'm wired so arrogantly, and I tell people easily, I'm not humble. I'm wired so arrogantly that I just have this feeling, maybe it's a worry part of me. I can't fail at anything that I do. So when I'm going on air, like, you know what? I'm killing. But the thing with radio back in the day was that the first 3 months, no, the first 3 days, sorry, not months. The first 3 days when I shifted from English to Pigeon from April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, which is April 2nd was a Monday. April, and my wife, my baby was due. So there was a whole lot going in my head. I was broke. I just got a job with NDDC that was meant to pay me for 460K plus some extra allowances that same week as they called me to come start the Pigeon English. So I had to turn down that job, left Bayelsa, and I came to Lagos. So there's a whole lot. My baby is coming. There's no money. We've not paid for hospital for the delivery. There's a whole lot. And then I'm doing this show and I'm saying to myself, what did I just do? 150K versus that Niger Delta money. And that's a job that they will not sack me on. I have it for life. So I was nervous. But then when I got in the groove after that 3 days, the 4th day, the Thursday, I was like, you know what, with that here, this is what I've always wanted to do. This is it. Whatever I want to happen, let it happen. But I think I overstayed my welcome. I should have left in 2014. But I should have left in 2014, August, when I first resigned. That mistake is one of the mistakes that I regret the most in my life. I should have left and then started the YouTube by that time, because that was just the beginning of it. And maybe I would have been bigger than that. But hey, sometimes my proposals got disposed. That's just the way it is. But it's my fault. This is not God or devil thing. It's my fault. Should have stood my ground. When they said, no, you shouldn't. You just get back from the World Cup. With the best we have. I should have just said, you know what, Oga, whatever you like, I'm done. I think that was when they started planning to sack me. They started looking for the fault. I wasn't making fault. Nothing. Once I did that YouTube, Sports City, all this, okay, that's it. Let's fire him. Let's show him who's the boss. I should have left in 2014, honestly speaking. Let's come back. Emmanuel ACC. Okay, I think I've read that one. Emmanuel ACC, the radio station determines a lot to be a Grammy. Okay, Emmanuel ACC, Tyler's music is on every radio station. Adax TV say, if not that one, Snoop Dogg is on every radio station, never win. 50 Cent came out of the block like no other person. 50 Cent had like the greatest coming out. That explanation no they work. Eminem, they nominate Eminem in a year where we say Eminem music everywhere you turn, everybody play Eminem. Eminem no win. Go give one person where nobody knows. So I don't really think that explanation works. My own is, do not seek your validation as an African musician from an American award. It doesn't make sense. Come on. I think it's stressed. Maybe because I'm really not a guy that is big on awards. I don't think award. When I was in Brilla, let me give you a very good example. So there was this Nigerian Sports Award that they were doing at the time. They nominated me like 5 times. And on the 5, every time they nominate me, I tell them, please take my name out of that nomination. Because the nomination comes with a condition that I hate. They say you need to now start appealing for votes on your radio show, which Brilla will never allow. And then again on your social media, which to me I felt was very, very sick. If you think I was good enough. And then they will say it's Nigeria, the All Nigerians Media Award, but 90% of the nomination comes from people in Lagos. So what's a guy? There's a guy called Sammy Wajia who is killing it in Port Harcourt. There's a guy called Solomon Mourinho in Owerri that is killing it. There's a guy in Kaduna that is killing it. There's a guy in Kano that's killing it. There's a guy in Jos that's killing it. And you nominate 90% from Lagos and then the other ones from Abuja, and you say it's all Nigerian award. It doesn't make sense to me. So let me give you a good example. Then fast forward, Murphy now won it. When Murphy won the award, and when Murphy won, I congratulated. I was happy for him, but I told him, I say, since I won a rubbish. Good. That award that you have 2 handshake like this. And then the next year they nominated Murphy, and they not told Murphy that, Baba, we're not gonna give you this one. We'll give it to Godwin Inake now. Yeah. That's if you guys know Murphy online, go and confirm this thing from him so that nobody started lied giving up. So, and he was like, why? He said, Baba, we just wanted to go around everybody. I was like, award go around everybody. Is that what you do? Like, I don't understand how you nominate Murphy and go in Agana first of all. It's a mismatch. There's no like, it's like saying Alex Iwobi versus Ronaldinho, who is the best player. Is that a competition? A dead Ronaldinho self right now, currently right now, Ronaldinho is still better than Alex Iwobi. Or Joe Aribo versus Okocha. As much as I'm not a fan of Okocha, but doesn't make sense. But then they gave it to Godwin Canada here. And I was like, this is crap. I'm not big. See, they give me a word at that breaker here. And they use how they do selfie stand before. That's how much of how I know Bill. I'm not a fan of awards. My wardrobe there, award full of them. I know, like, the award does not, the criteria to give you the award, they make sense. So for me, they gave a war criminal Nobel Peace Prize. That's how much I hate award. Like when we talk of award, I dislike it a whole lot. Dick Cheney got a Nobel Peace Prize. Dick Cheney, war criminal. Yes, the foundation of what's it called? Weapon of mass destruction. Dick Cheney. The other guy, Kessinger, Kessinger, who's killed more people than any other person in the whole world, got a Nobel Peace Prize. That's how much award is. Like, all these Grammy, all this nonsense. Now, some people just sit down for their place, say, let's make them valuable. Remember the Source Award? The Source was the magazine that determined whether your career is good or bad, until they went and wrote rubbish about Eminem. Eminem killed the magazine. When Eminem released 4 diss track on the magazine died. The company die. People stop to subscribe to them, all their news, everything. Nobody buy their magazine again. The Source. If you grow up in the 90s, you will know the Source. The Source is like Ebony magazine. It's like Success Digest, right? Not the one way they do for Nigeria. There used to be a Success Digest that is made out of the company that is doing Ebony magazine used to do. I mean, those of you whose parents used to go Yankee pretty much in the 90s and 80s or 90s, you will know this thing that I'm talking about. But you see, so I'm not really big on award because there is so much nonsense around award that I look at like, man, go and sit down. This one. Basically, when award and everybody's jumping up like, this is crap now. The people who organize the award do it like, oh, we need an African market too. Who's the guy that we can pick in Africa? Burna Boy. Let's go get Burna Boy. Oh, we need this one. Oh, Davido. Let's get Davido. Oh, we need this one. Let's get Tiwa Savage. They know what they do now. They know what they do. Adax TV say, I believe the Super Eagles will perform well against the Bafana Bafana of South Africa, but we would expect a tougher game without Victor Osimhen up front because of what it brings to the attack for Nigeria. And then concerning Eric Ten Hag, Poch, and Eddie Howe, United are beginning to blend in the attack and becoming more fluid. If United can get a top 4 spot, ETH should be retained. I can't say the same for Mauricio Pochettino at the moment. All right. Abe Sidov say, get Kane Kosu. I don't understand what that really mean, what you're saying. Lord, okay. Oh, okay, it's the dog. Lord Mayor say, my prediction is Nigerian 2, South Africa 0. Abigail say, get a Kane Kosu. The Kane Kosu is the most protective dog. Okay, no problem. Emmanuel AC say, mainstream radio, I mean in America. Oh, okay, mainstream radio in America. Okay, I get what you're saying. Sorry, Novice. I thought it was mainstream in Nigeria. Sorry for my misunderstanding of that one. Francis Kemi say, Ego Leo Berry joined 10 minutes ago. I don't understand. Adax TV say, as for Eddie Howe, it's a 50-50 thing. That said, I believe the AFCON is Nigeria's trophy to lose. It's 85% a win situation to the finals. Let's do it again. If Osimhen not play, now you're 85%. It will come down to 15% too. Emmanuel say, please, OV. I'm confused now. Divine Tokanye say, Eminem do for this track for you. There is no resurrection after that. Divine Tokanye say, this Grammy stuff for Africa, not just charity. Lead AJ Ward say, South Africa will be the easiest opponent for the Super Eagles. I don't be arrogant. This is the part where I worry. Once Nigeria has done the arrogant like this, I lose, we won't lose now. Kingsley Abaleke says, it will be hard without Osimhen. And then Emmanuel is say, please move your broadcast time to evening as majority of your viewers are in the US and Canada, and it's not nice waking up. Say, listen, I have already, that one is already signed, sealed, and delivered. There's going to be 10 p.m. Nigerian time, 10 p.m. broadcast. And the way it's going, it's most likely going to be an everyday thing. Because so for the 9 a.m., it's for the Nigerian audience. Because again, you also I can't listen, the Nigerian audience are the best thing that ever happened to this channel. They were the ones that started it. I agree that the diaspora audience are the ones that are paying, that are supporting, like financially and all that. But I shouldn't, because of that, negate these people. So what will happen is there's going to be the morning broadcast and then there's going to be night broadcast. It's gonna affect me as a person because my time is really, really short, like in terms of all that. But I think I can do 10 to 11 or 10 to 12 midnight for the diaspora audience, and then I can do the 9 to 10 or 10:30 for the Nigerian audience, and then the mix like that. So there's going to be 2 broadcasts on a daily basis, but that's going to be happening after the AFCON. I don't know how we would do when we go to Ghana for the All African Games. We're still on it. We're still waiting for our accreditations to come out. We've done all the application, fill out the form that they need us to fill, but we'll see how it goes. It is exactly 10:29, 10:30 thereabout now, and it's time to pack our bags and baggages and leave. But before I go, let me take the last few messages that came in. Olafat says the boss. Two of the goalkeeper in the AFCON semifinals are from PSL in Nwabali and Rowan Williams. Okay, no, not African goalkeeper. Oguntunde Ayodeji say, good morning. Who do you think can replace Osimhen Teremofi for me in the starting lineup? For me, it's Teremofi. Noah Tori say, I'm not worried about Osimhen. I am worried though. Lead AJ Wadi say, I will be here on Wednesday to remind you. No problem, reminder. Divine Tokeye said, the South Africa, they worry me, Sha. They worry me small, Sha. Make coach no go start on Washu. If Osimhen no do, Murphy should start. I'm not sure Iheanacho can give the effort Osimhen does give up front, but then his left foot is educated. We should not forget that part. Noah Tori say, I agree that he is important, but Iheanacho can bring more clinical finishing, which Osimhen has lacked. Yes, he won't press like Victor Osimhen, but he is more than capable. Noah Tori say, I actually trust Iheanacho more in tight spaces and in finishing. I agree with you. Ogbogu Aruaga Ndukwe says, physicality and intensity from the get-go is our strength. Osimhen missing would definitely drop our winning percentage, but will still are favorites. Okay, favorites or no favorite, that's something that you should consider. That's on paper. Outside of paper is on the pitch. What happens on the pitch? Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being on the show. I think that the last 45 minutes of this show was fire. It was brilliant. It was beautiful. It was good. Let's make it like this. I just hope that the show is hot from the get-go. Okay, that's the difference between my being on radio and here, because my being on radio show is on fire. My first like 90 seconds intro starts the show and it's on fire till the end. But then that's a 30-minute show. It's different from this one anyway. But then please, guys, if you're watching, do well to click on like buttons. And then if you've not subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. My name is Idafe Matthew. So you love to come in the on sports. Let's do this again tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we'll have two shows. Tomorrow morning and tomorrow after the last game, not after the Nigerian game. I would love to do it after the Nigerian game, right? But the thing is, we already have an agreement that is always after the last game. So I don't want to take advantage of people. So it's going to be after the last game. So tomorrow, Nigerian plays by 6 o'clock. So ordinarily, what gives me an advantage is immediately after the match, if I come on air, I will get more numbers, more people want to react. But then there is the Ivory Coast DR Congo game. Let's not forget that broadcast is AFCON game day review, not Nigerian game day review. Nigerian game day review was during the group stage. We all agree that we should make it a game day review. So tomorrow evening, from 11 o'clock, if the game doesn't go into penalties, we will be here to do it. But before then, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. And for the diaspora people, I hear you. And it's already confirmed. Immediately after the AFCON, we'll be having morning and night games. Not even just only game days now. It's going to be morning and night games. And I'm sure every one of us will like it. Thank you very much, guys, for being on the show this lovely, fantastic Tuesday morning. Once again, my name is Idafe Matthew. So you love to come in the on sports. It's been a wonderful time being with you this morning. Bye-bye. And have a wonderful day. Like I always say, don't be the problem, be the solution. If you can't fix it, don't stand in the way of those who are fixing it. Bye-bye.